everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ask Alice. I have this fantastic list that my alpha reader sent me in order to talk about all sorts of fun different things, so I should probably cross these off as I go through them. But we're gonna answer one of the questions today, and then the next couple of posts will be more of these questions. So let's delve into Ask Alice and dig a little deeper into my writing process and my fun different things in that. So my first question today is, what does your family think of your writing? Well, I'm very fortunate in that my family is the most supportive family you could possibly have for my writing. And I don't just mean immediately, I mean my extended family. My mother has bought copies of my book, not just for herself, but for her friends, and she's bought copies to donate to the little to the library in her town. My husband, I've talked about Steve a bazillion times on here, but Steve edits my book, so my writing process is I write the draft, then I edit it by reading it, and then Steve edits it, and then it goes to my alpha readers. So the fact that he will read and edit every page that I have written is massive. And I talk to people, other authors, whose husbands don't even read their book, period, or couldn't care less about their writing. And my husband goes to the extremes of editing every page that I write. So I am so appreciative to have him, and I remind him of that 1,000 times whenever I possibly can. I remind him of that. My children are massively supportive. Where are my copies of things? My son has run off with my copy of The Spare Who Became the Heir. I have extras here, but he wanted a copy, so I gave him my copy, the one that I got to review before I bought the big order of them and he stole it. He made me sign it to him, and then he took it, and it's gone now. It's in his room. I don't even know where. My oldest daughter, Lillian, has a paper copy of The Head, the Heart, and the Heir, which is in her bed right now, being destroyed the way that she destroys all of the books that she likes to read. And then my middle daughter has requested a hard copy. So I told her after I get my box of a couple of these hard copies, I will give her the first hard copy that I got, which is this lovely one. I use it for videos and things. So if she wants it, I told her she can have it, and she's thrilled. She wants to rub it in her older sister's face that she gets the hard copy, which is fine by me. I don't care. But they all wanted copies of my book, which shows you how much they support my story. And then not a lot of people know this, but when I was writing the book, I reached out to my husband has a big family. His mom was one of 6 kids, so he's got tons of cousins. And I reached out to the girl cousins to ask if anybody wanted to read my book, like after I'd gone through beta readers and that, because I just wanted other opinions. And one of his cousins said, I'll read your book. I'm really excited about it. And Kira read it. And here's the thing, Kira doesn't read fantasy, but like she read Harry Potter and that, but she hasn't read it in years. She loved my book so much she started reading fantasy again. So now she, when we went to the family reunion, her mom was like, you better be bringing a box of books for us. So she bought a copy. Both the aunt, Kira, and Kira's younger sister, all of them bought copies of The Head, the Heart, and the Heir and The Spare Who Became the Heir, and demanded that I sign them for them. So, and my husband's youngest aunt, my middle daughter's godmother, she also bought copies, but she wanted the special edition ones. She's like, well, of course I have to have a copy of a fabulous book written by my niece. Come on. So my husband's family has been incredibly supportive of my journey of becoming an author as well, which honestly, I couldn't feel more blessed. My friends are supportive of me. My family is massively supportive of me. Even when I left my job to come and write and work for my husband's software company, my friends who I left behind at the office bought me like a sign from my door that says, I'm busy writing, go away, and a mug that says, you know, future best-selling author on one side, and then my name, Alice, on the back of it. Like, so many people in my life have been supportive of my writing journey. And honestly, I don't think I could write as much or as quickly or as well if I didn't have this many people in my corner. As a mom writing, as a mom, everything I do is watched by my kids. So when I fail and when I succeed, I always try to make sure that they get a lesson out of it and that they can use this going forward in their life. And so when I was following this dream, my daughters were so proud of me for being brave and putting myself out there and that. But now that I've succeeded and I have these books, they're even prouder of me, and they like to brag to their friends that their mom is an author and that she followed their dreams, and they're so excited about it. And so I like that, because whether I fail or succeed, They know I tried, they know I did my best, and they saw how hard I worked to get this book out there. My son is like, when is the next one out? And I'm like, how long did it take mommy to make the first one? And he's like, it took you a long time. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So now when he complains that he's waiting for the next book in a series he loves, I'm like, Dave Plinky takes a while. How long did it take mommy? And he's like, fine. And then he's willing to wait more. So my son is learning patience from the fact that my books take a while. So there's another positive in it. But yeah, I have a phenomenal I have a phenomenal family who could not be more supportive. And I'm so thankful to have this amazing family who's got my back and who gives me the time I need to write, and my kids who leave me alone when I have an editing deadline and I have to finish things, and who are understanding that some scenes are hard to write and sometimes I'm going to be emotional from writing things, especially when it's something that hits me with my sister in that, but also are super excited to read what I wrote. And even when there's kissing, my oldest is just like and skips through all the smut stuff because she's just like, I don't need that crap. So she's really great about that, which I appreciate. But yeah, so I have a fantastic family and I'm so thankful with how supportive they are of my writing. So thanks so much for joining my Ask Alice, and you guys have a fantastic day. And yeah, come back next week and I'll answer another question. And if you have any questions for me, email them to me, post them in the comments here, go on my Facebook page, just reach out to me in whatever social media platform you find me on and ask your question, and it might just make it into my Ask Alice segment. So have a great day, you guys, and happy reading.